Hi, everyone. My name is Garrett Pryor. I'm ODOT's Toll Policy Manager. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm here to give you the monthly update for September 2021 for the Oregon Toll program. First, we're going to talk about the Regional Mobility Pricing Project, which is part of ODOT's work and our strategic action plan. We're looking to address the biggest issues of our day: inequity, climate change, congestion, safety, unreliable and sustainable funding. And so you see here on the right side of the screen, the dark blue area, that's the largest footprint that we'd be looking at tolling or congestion pricing in the Portland metro area. It's mainly the kind of entire section of I-5 and I-205 in the Portland metro area. So one of the key decisions we're driving towards are the goals and the alternatives for the analysis. There's going to be a multi-year kind of environmental review process and analysis that goes through this. It's a big change that would come to the region. So the kickoff for that is early this next year. The best way to get involved is to sign up for our newsletters, reach out to us. We're doing all kinds of presentations at business associations and local governments and neighborhoods. And then we'll talk about here in a second a few workshops that are coming up this fall. So we've been out and about like I've been talking about before. Here's just kind of a snapshot of what we heard in August. Over 6,000 responses to our mini surveys. We're just really thankful for those of you who took time to fill that out. 8 different presentations, 3,000 plus people coming to the website, public comments, 130. And as you can see there, the number of public comments received per month, that we're now starting to get into that 100 above each month, which is just absolutely great, because the more feedback we get, the better we can do and inform our work. Some of the key things we're hearing, a lot of people are concerned about tolling because it would be such a big change. Questions or comments about revenue and taxes. Public engagement process, how can people get involved? A lot of distrust within ODOT, and so what is ODOT doing to rectify some of that past harm? And just some of the fairness and questions around how tolling would work or be implemented. So the regional workshops, we're calling it the Getting Us Out of a Jam. It's the future of congestion pricing in the Portland metro area. And so this is kind of our flyer that will be going out soon. What is that? It's these two large workshops, as you see there on the bottom of the screen, on November 9th and November 10th. You're invited. We're also looking for elected officials, business representatives, key community leaders, and key staff from our local government and other agencies. And workshops will be open to everybody to listen along and provide that feedback. So these workshop opportunities are coming up. Please contact us at OregonTolling@odot.state.or.us, the email you see there, and we can get you coordinated and informed about the upcoming workshops. So this next month on the project, we have what's called a draft purpose and need statement. So again, that's the decision we're going to try to put in place next spring. But a draft of what that would look like is out now, and we would love your feedback on that. Like I said, we're doing presentations in communities throughout the region and in Southwest Washington. So please reach out to us if you'd like to hear more. And this next month, we'll be releasing more of the content of those simple surveys, those 6,000 plus responses we heard, and what people think about tolls. The other toll project that's going on is the I-205 toll project. Again, it's oriented by those same goals of equity, climate change, congestion, safety, and reliable funding. And it's located on this 7-mile stretch of I-205 because it really matches the footprint of the I-205 improvements project, which is the seismic upgrade of the Abernathy Bridge and the widening of I-205, adding the missing third lane to relieve congestion and that bottleneck in that area. And the toll project is needed to pay for that improvements project. And so what's happening now with the toll analysis is that it's looking at the impacts and the investments that are going on in the area. Specifically the concerns, and we've heard about them, and really we'll walk through here in a second, of diversion that would be created by people getting off the highway to avoid tolls in the area. So more of that information is going to come out here in the next few months. So again, if sign up for our email newsletter, that's the best way we share information out. And then reach out to us if you do feel like you'll be impacted or in that area. And we'd love to walk through some of those questions and concerns that you have. And then we'll also be coordinating with Clackamas County and the cities in the area to talk about more regular information sharing as we get more information on what we're finding from some of the analysis on those benefits and burdens of the. And so between now and February of next year, we're looking to do that more intentional plan. We'll have some details coming out here soon about where opportunities and the types of information that be coming out and where it will be going to in this time period. And to look at the types of modeling and the information we're seeing, we're starting with like a regional look at the transportation. And so I'll share a few maps from that here in a second. Then we've identified 50 intersections within the area of, it's called an area of project impact, or an API, that's around that I-205 area. And we're going to take those intersections now and do further analysis. That's that sub-area modeling, and then get down to the very intersection and go drill even further down to see how many cars, where are they coming from, at what time of day would be caused by tolling on the highway. And then where are areas where we're actually seeing less traffic through those intersections, because tolling and the improvements that it would bring would actually reduce diversion in the I-205 area. And so that story, what we're seeing from just the regional transportation modeling, is that with congestion pricing and with the improvements on I-205, its ability to manage congestion actually reduces traffic on Stafford Road, reduces traffic on Willamette Falls Drive, and reduces traffic on Oregon 43 north of 205 in the 3 circles that you see there. Again, we'll have more information coming out in these next few months on how much it reduces and what that means and at what time of day. Where we're seeing increases, and this is at the daily count, is on Borland Road, is in the Canby area, and is in the downtown Oregon City area. And so those are areas of great concern for us as well. And so again, as we do more data analysis and talk with more people in local communities about what we're seeing and how traffic patterns will change, those are going to be some areas we really try to focus in on with a lot of intention here in the next few months. And so the very next month, we'll be continuing to do that transportation analysis, and we'll be presenting some more options and a kind of a plan for community engagement in the area. And so finally, our Equity and Mobility Advisory Committee. So the key thing that they're working on, they've been commissioned by the Oregon Transportation Commission to really help identify the commitments to advance equity and mobility with tolling, and in 3 specific areas: in increasing transit and multimodal transportation options, in addressing impacts to low-income residents and drivers on the roads, and to look at diversion impact on neighborhood health and safety. And so this is the committee here. There are 15 individuals from throughout the region and in Southwest Washington. They've been working for about a year. This gives you their look from this past spring. They've worked on each one of these policy areas in transit, multimodal, neighborhood health and safety, and affordability. And they're now compiling those preferred options, and they're working on their first kind of touch point with the Oregon Transportation Commission this November. And so just this past month, you can take a look at this document on the website. They took from the research and their knowledge of the community on how could tolling best address those impacts to low-income drivers and affordability, which includes actually small businesses as well. And they came up a list of preferred options, preferred policy and strategy options to address affordability. So I'd say go ahead and get a chance to look through that document, and some of the key things they talked about that are kind of in addition to either providing like a discounted toll rate or an exemption, but are a lot of ways where ODOT should invest in helping people gain access to those resources or discounts and exemptions instead of just kind of offering them. And so again, this kind of helped to remind you, this is a draft recommendation. This document is also on the EMAC website, and it lists kind of all those preferred options to date on what they're looking at moving forward to the Oregon Transportation Commission. And so the next month, this September's meeting, and then also in October, they'll work on furthering and refining those recommendations from that preferred options list. And so finally, this is a newer group called the Region 1 Area Commission on Transportation Plus Toll Work Group. It just started up this past Monday night, and it includes business and environmental group and elected officials from throughout the Portland region, and also including Hood River. And then in what we've done with the Oregon Toll Program is that we've actually included another 6 individuals from Southwest Washington, from Clark County, from the Economic Development Association up there, the business representatives, to help sit on this group and really walk through some of the questions. It's a non-voting area, but to walk through questions and issues in tolling to really help inform decisions that'll happen at the regional transportation level or at the state level. If you go to the website here, or you just type in ODOT Region 1 Area Commission on Transportation, you'll be able to see the meeting materials, and we'll soon have up the video of the meeting that just occurred this past Monday. So that was your September update for the ODOT toll program. Thank you so much for taking time to listen. Please reach out to Lucinda or myself if you have any questions. We would love to hear from you. Thank you.